works out. I don't know. See who we get on. I don't know. If anyone, last minute live stream. It's what I'm good at. I'll give it a few minutes and see what we get. Just figured I'd hop on, have a few beers before I'll be on BS Small Engines channel tonight at 9:30 Eastern with Client Graphics and BS. What's going on? Dewey did it, and Dick Skinner, how's it going? What type of steak are you cooking tonight would be the question, man. What's going on? Tools and Trash, thank you. If you guys want to be jealous of some nice pieces of meat, literal pieces of meat, check out Dick Skinner's Instagram. Snap-on and steaks is that's what you should call your shop. Just a thought. I mean, you don't have to. Equipment Rental Life, how's it going? Thank you. This is like one purchase I made over quarantine. Wagyu. It's like the finest cut, isn't it? Well, pretty darn close. I was actually a big Bullets fan when they had like Chris Webber and Juwan Howard and Rod Strickland and Jorge Mirasan. But then they changed their name to the Wizards. And I couldn't watch them anymore. Like, what a I think it's a terrible name, but what's going on, Construction Cronies? How's that that live stream? You go on every night, man. I do hop in there and listen, because usually I'm playing my baseball game, video game. Damn, man, I bet you that tastes so good, though. Yeah, I had to stop watching when they changed their name to the Wizards. Now, me being from Pittsburgh, I never had a basketball team to follow, so I liked the Bullets. I liked Phoenix when they had like Kevin Johnson, and I think Danny Ainge played with them. You know, Charles Barkley was there, but they had some cool teams I like to follow. I like the Charlotte Hornets when they had Alonzo Mourning and Larry Johnson and Muggsy Bogues and P.J. Brown. He's one of my favorite players. In the Vancouver Grizzlies, they sucked, but they had a cool hat. So, and they had, I think Mike Bibby was from there. Jason Williams, maybe. They had Big Country, Bryant Reeves. What's going on, BS? I'm doing a little tailgate before your live stream, the Tool Talk Saturday, live tonight, 9:30 p.m. on BS Small Engines channel with Brandon, Client Graphics, and myself. This guy's garage. What's going on? Whoa. Good job on the, the channel there, brother. If you guys haven't checked him out, this guy's garage, he's got a channel grown because he's putting out great content, lots of cool content. So go over there, check it out. He's got a very, very cool engine build on the way. Actually, it's in progress right now. So I hope the weather is getting better for you up there in Canada land. You guys get snow. I think I was talking to Junk from work. It was like snowing yesterday or the day before. Before that, the snow had finally left for a few days. Crazy weather. And yesterday here was very nice. And I mean, I guess if the sun's out and it's cool, that's ideal for me because like once it gets above 60 degrees, I'm a fat guy. I start sweating a lot. And I was working outside all day today. I guess the redness is going down, but I was in the sun. I was out there for like 10 hours power washing and cleaning and it's humid because it's supposed to rain, but it hasn't rained yet. So I'm waiting for that freaking rain. And it seems like it's going to hold off one more day. But it's very humid and muggy. Anyways, this summer, I might hop on and start doing a few more live streams, like actual live streams. Pre-planned, I guess we should say. Turnings by Turner, what's going on? Yeah, but my time to make videos has shrunk a little bit. And yeah, not for lack of content. There's plenty of content to make. A lot of it has like unmotivated, you know, but we'll get there. We'll get there. I want to do more project videos. That's what I'm trying to get to and get away from the tools a little bit. But what's going on, your average tradesman? Hope you're doing well, man. I know you're back at work. James Mall, North Carolina. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate it. Yeah, so just getting motivated to do something. Inform. The hardest thing is getting the equipment out to film and do what you want to do. Stop, film, do this. You know, it gets hard. All right, Brandon. Not like in the sense of like, oh my God, it's such a pain in the ass, but you know, in the summer, you have those projects that you just kind of gotta get them done, and like as much as, I mean, it actually has pained me the stuff that I haven't filmed, but I mean, there's always stuff to film if you do stuff, you know, work and stuff. You're always gonna have something to film. So, Zaphiel, what's going on? Kyle, good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, so what about you guys? You guys all doing well? Things are opening up, so Dodge Charger content, awesome. Eco Belkin, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Tailgate with me, have a beer, share a laugh, or a cry, you know. Hope you're staying safe over there in the Ohio area, I believe, is where you are at, maybe. Online classes, that sucks, man. Yeah, Josh, that's usually how I shoot mine too. Sometimes I try to do at least 3, maybe 5 in like one night. Well, Eco, Mr. Belkin, I hope you stay well, and if you need anything, let me know. Weed Ram, what's going on? Thank you for joining us. Appreciate it. But in turn, like, I don't know, like doing tool videos and stuff, I can do, fairly quickly. But projects and stuff, it's harder when you got a lot more moving parts. So anytime there, Sir Belkin. I mean, whatever works. I tend to do a few just because I don't always have the time, and I like to at least put content out pretty regularly for anyone who might be interested in watching. Dang, James Mall. That's I have I believe I do 100 units for last. I guess no, I think it's like 130 units. So I got someone about a year ago to help with them, but God bless you, because that's gotta be trying times, man. To be in person class. I think he means he's the only one working, since only comes before working. That is crazy. 2 pools too, man. Whew. You must really love it there, or I mean, hopefully you're compensated well. Otherwise, that's a lot of work for one person. Do you guys contract anything out? Like, do you maintain grounds and all that stuff? Still brand new. And it's been on there. I actually bought this buffer. On the other side of it, there's a wheel for when you cut keys, and it pops all the things off there. It's the only reason why I bought that. Works great. Ooh. How'd that project go there, Mr. Belkin? Are they calling you Mr. Belkin? Steven Deswan, how's it going, man? Hope you are doing well. Thank you for joining in. This is the pre-party to BS Small Engines live stream tonight with Client Graphics and myself. Tool Talk Saturday. It's not a wire wheel. It's like I want to say they're like almost like a rubber. They might be metal, but it feels like a rubber bristle. It's made in China. I forget, but usually they hook up to. Usually, when you have a big size key machine, there's one of them connected right to the cutter that rotates. But it doesn't have a lot of power. Yeah, there might be nylon. Doesn't have a lot of power. That thing fired up and you just go zoop, zoop, and you're good to go. Just gotta be careful that you don't like round it down, but it gives you enough time to, you know. Nice. Nice. I'm glad it went well, man. Pretty cool that you took on that project too. That's something I wouldn't even do. But I'll keep a lookout for that video. I think most of our keyboard skills are lacking, especially on the phone. I struggle on it took me a long time to learn the keyboard. I'm pretty good at it. I can't do like numbers and stuff. I can do all the letters. But the phone, I mean, it's, my worst enemy. All right, Brandon, I'll see you in a little bit. The house is still standing. That's can't ask for anything else, man. That's exactly what you want. Let's see, what else do we have going on? Absolutely there, Josh. You have a good one, man. Have a good night. Stay safe. That is also good. It's not fun getting zapped by electricity. I can tell you that. So I do have a question. It's been a while since, this might sound funny too. It's been a while since I bought a hat. Now, I bought a few hats, like this Bullets hat, and I put the baseball in, and this one just, I've done it 100 times, but it cracked the brim. Cracked it. But also the brim, do they make hats where the brim just won't bend? All right, Chris Conkle, you have a good one, man. Keep up the good work too, man. Your channel's growing well. It's a fun channel. So anyone here who hasn't, it sucks that you can't just click on the damn thing and go hit subscribe. But Construction Cronies, remember that name. Yeah, Zaphael, that's, I thought you would know better than that. Soak it in water. Do you guys remember those, I can't remember how old I was, but they did come out with a contraption where it was like a cage that was shaped like a hat, and you could put your hat in there and throw it in the dishwasher. I don't know how old I was when that came out though, but I remember it. I remember my parents got it, but like the where the brim goes was completely flat, so it would go in and wash, and then you'd have to go through that whole. Yeah, not the washing machine. You put it in the dishwasher in the rack. Not laundry machine. It was the dishwasher. I remember. I think they did make one though that you could put it in the cage and throw it in the. I mean, it worked good, and you could just throw the hat in also. Obviously, I've done that where you just put the hat in the washing machine, but it does screw up the brim. There we go. Proof. Spoons works. How's it going? Thank you for joining us. And thank you for verifying that they did make them. I remember the commercials. Like, I think it might have been an infomercial or something, but they did. It worked. It cleaned the hat very well. All right, Belkin. Thank you. Thank you for joining me for a beer. You stay safe as well. And we'll catch up later, man. The era of they're still around, infomercials. You just gotta look for them. What's going on, Dark Magic? Frank Landgraft, how's it going? Didn't keep the tags on it so he could return it. I don't know how that works out. Wouldn't you want the tags on it? Good to hear there, Frank. I don't, pretty nice weather today. Looks like it's going to rain pretty good, though. It's not supposed to tonight. All right, this guy's garage. If you gotta go, you gotta go. Yeah, so I just figured I'd hop on, talk to some people. I'll be going on at 9:30 Eastern time on BS Small Engines channel with Client Graphics, Brandon, and myself for Tool Talk Saturday. And yeah, it's going to be a blast. But I want to hop on live here for a little bit. I put in a hard day today. Like, I started power washing at like 10 a.m. I went till 6:30 tonight. Wasn't expecting to take that long, but once you start power washing, you're just like, you just keep finding things. The more you look, the more you find. You just start hosing everything down. You tell the wife to bring the kids out, the dog out. You just, you almost, you kind of want to take it inside. Do it in the shower. But it was a good day. Good, productive day. Does anyone have anything fun planned for Sunday? Weed ram. I have for at home now. I got a Greenworks. Just a plug-in kind. It's 1,950 psi, so it's pretty good for Just stuff around the house like the deck and stuff. It's not super hard. It's got a soap container, so I put some simple green in there, hose it down, then blast it off. Got the gutters all clean and all that stuff. A pool noodle bazooka. That sounds like a good Sunday. I wish that was in line for my Sunday. There we go. Yep, got the Bears stream tomorrow night as well, which starts at. Actually, don't even know when it starts. So yeah, the green works. To be honest with you guys, when I first bought my house, I bought like a Power Care plug-in one from Home Depot. It was about 950 psi, but it worked. It worked great. I had that for like 6 years, but then I got like a riding lawnmower and lawnmowers, and it came in handy to have something that could do a little bit more than what that one could do. And then I also bought, I think it extends about 25 feet, maybe 20 to 30. It's an extension for a power washer, so I can extend it and just hit my gutters from just standing on the ground, which I'll take any day, going up and down. Just my 2 cents. Everyone's different. Like I said, that thing was inexpensive, so if I could hit my gutters from the ground, and focus on other things that I'm a little better at or want to put my time into, that's what I do. So Weed Ram, your name reminds me of I think there's this one town. I know there's this one town I drive up to a camp every once in a while, and the name of the town is Weedville. And so every time you come in here, for some reason, just that's what I think of. So. Well, Zaphiel, you just stand back a little bit, and you don't get wet or dirty. Because I did put on gutter helmet. But you have to keep that clean. So about twice a year, I got to hose it down. And it works good. I don't have to worry about leaves and stuff. So I just use that extender, blast where it lips around. Done. But even with that extender, they do make like a hook that you could put on the end of it and just, Steven, just classic old Miller Lite, woman's beer now, I guess is what they call it. All the real men drink White Claw or something like that. Carlos, what's going on, man? DCG, hope you're doing well. I appreciate you stopping in. Ah, like a wee bit of everything. A wee bit of Irish, or I can only do an Irish accent. Well, I guess it's like Irish, Scottish, you know. We jam. That's a good one, actually. Sorry, I read it the other way. I'm just a simple folk, though. That's right, lad. I've never had a White Claw either. I just joking. I think it's the women. I'm doing good, man. Me and the family are fine. I went back to work 2 weeks ago now, so that was good. Uh, just keep on going, right? Um, thank you for not being too hard on me on that one. Heading to my daughter's house to repair a tub faucet and drinking some Bud Light. Is that how she pays you in beer? Because I would accept that payment every day of the week. Mike, I remember one time I went to a football game with some people, and you know when they say they'll bring the alcohol, and when you're young, you're like, okay, cool, I don't have to pay for it. I'm good to go. But when they show up with Mike's hard apple, or what Red's hard apple cider, because they don't like to drink beer at 9 in the morning. I mean, you sip on one of those, you want a beer. For me, at least. I mean, everyone's different. I understand that. I just I never thought of it that way, but it's all good. Voodoo Ranger for me right now. Never tried Voodoo Ranger. Is that the Voodoo Ranger? I wrote it down so I can Google it. Is it a beer? I hope it's a beer. Zaphael knows. He drinks all those beers. I can drink Mike's Hard Lemonade like pop. I just call it soda pop. That way, everywhere I go, I'll be accepted. 19 Rappy, what's going on, man? I am not from Maryland. I'm from Pittsburgh. So when I was younger, I know the Cavs should have been my team, but the Bullets were. IPA. And IPA. But actually, that's EPA. Hard seltzer. Neil, don't trust other people. Bring alcohol unless you know them. Well, I knew them. I didn't know they were, on the softer side of that stuff. But, some people consider me too. So, a home brewer. What's your favorite thing to home brew? Or, I guess it'd be beer, but, years ago before it got sold, I did enjoy Rolling Rock. I always liked Lion's Head. I like Straub. Yingling's all right, but I think it's because of the green bottle. You definitely get some good and some bad batches. It's not always good, So, oh, you're from Philly, Philadelphia. I've driven through Philly many a times to get to Stone Harbor, New Jersey. Ooh, a Flyers fan. You know, to be honest, the I my hat's off to Ron Hextall. I think he's one of the most badass hockey players, goalies of all time, and I love watching his fights. Fabio, how's it going? How are you guys doing down in Brazil? Belgian triple is my favorite. I like a Belgian beer actually. Well, not Blue Moon. Oberon's had Oberon's Bell Oberon's. Yeah, Hextall was awesome. James Small, you might be. I am definitely a youngin. I'm doing good, Fabio. I'm glad you're doing well as well. I'm glad you're good. Yes, Bell's Oberon was a nice. That was a Belgian beer I enjoyed. I think it was Belgian. I like iced coffee. Definitely in the summer. I cannot drink a hot coffee in the summer. I gotta start my day off with a Dr. Pepper, a Mountain Dew, or an iced coffee. Not from a store, but you know. Golden Monkey Victory. I thought Blue Moon is a white Belgian beer. Then whatever the Belgian one is. Golden Monkey. But like I said, I don't get too much into that. I think, you know. There's way too many like IPA beers in stores and stuff. And like these people that go in there and do you have this kind or this kind or this? It's like just buy a fucking beer. I mean, Jesus. I guess it's yes, Belgian white. I've never tried Vietnamese coffee, but it sounds intriguing. Um, is that different? Okay, I see. I see. I get it. I never tried the moonshine. That's not true. I've tried the sold in stores moonshine. Um, all right, so Blue Moon is not a Belgian. Oberon is an American wheat ale. Yeah, I do remember it's the Bell's Oberon though that I did like. I'm sure making it's got to be like pretty cool though. I mean, just make it however you want. Yes, James. Then you're older than me. I was in school in the 90s and early 2000s. Have you been at the same How long have you been at your current property there, James? I guess I kind of knock IPAs because I just haven't, like, I like Miller Lite. That's just what I like. Me switching it up to Pacifico is a better beer that I enjoy. I like the Tecate. I like Land Shark. But I don't go too much into that, like, that heavy gives you, like, the bad smelling farts and all that stuff, you know. Blue Moon is Belgian style. I got you. So it's like Tex-Mex. Fabio likes Blue Moon and drink every time you travel to Orlando. Do you make it up to Orlando often? The temp in PA, I think it went to 75 today. Let me check real quick. I'm a simple folk. 68 right now. Looks like in tomorrow it's gonna be 77. Like, it's so humid here that I'm anticipating a thunderstorm, you know? Something big to happen. So what's a cold brew now? What's the difference between iced coffee and a cold brew coffee? I guess I've never lived life. Jeez, I'm learning a ton. Mike Hodge in the house. What's up, man? We're just pre-gaming before Tool Talk Saturday. In the 90s. Yeah, man, but I'll be honest. I go down to Florida every couple of years. Usually when the weather's like 80, 85 every day. And, man, you guys have awesome weather down there. Awesome. Maybe not, you know, I don't know. I enjoy it. I've thought about moving down there. They're like Arizona kind of intrigues me. Oh man, that's awesome. That's really cool. I've only ever been to Disney once, but you know, my goal was to take my kids there like this year or next year, but that's on hold for now, so yeah, I could definitely see summer sake. Um I can definitely see that. Okay, soak coffee and water. Cold brew coffee is made at cold temps like iced tea. Interesting. Go to Gatorland. Base housing before that. 2008. Has it been just you since 2008? This watch? Thank you. This is a I don't even to be honest with you, I don't know the brand. It was like I think $12 on Amazon like a year ago. It had been years since I bought a watch. Yes, Frank's a brewer. See, that's what I'm thinking. Like, I could probably I don't know. I think Arizona is more just like dry heat, right? As opposed to humid. Humidity would kill me. I feel like I'm melting every time I'm in it. So, like, it's probably slightly humid in my garage right now. And I have a box fan blowing on the back of me, and I have another fan blowing at my legs. So, mostly though, because I've been sweating my balls off all day outside. So, well, speaking of a workbench in order, so last weekend I spent probably 12 hours in my garage on a Saturday, and I finally put everything back in its place. But, you know, I don't ever use my workbench as a workbench. I know a lot of people work at the workbench. Mine holds projects, and then I move those projects to be done, at other areas. Sometimes I use a little bit of the workbench, but it's more or less to house my tools, give them a proper spot, a good charge, a little bit of room to do these things, and you know, I'm in front of a Kia Borrego, so you leave reviews on Amazon. Zaphael, you would leave reviews on Amazon. They're probably just like, you ever go on like Yelp? Yelp is the worst service ever, and here's why. Every review you go on there, 90% of them are negative. Like, people go out and then they're like, oh, there's this app I can now, every time I have a bad experience, just a little minor bad experience, I'm going to get on there and, they go on there and type. It's just all negative. So I forget where I ate, but I ate somewhere with my wife for anniversary or something, and it was absolutely amazing. So I made it the point to go home and write the best damn review that I could write on Yelp. And so mine's positive, but you go on Yelp is just, they might as well just have called the website bitch. Well, everything has a place in my garage now because I brought a lot of more tools home. So I had to organize to make room for the new wave. I live in Pittsburgh, PA. I do not live in Florida, but we got some Florida people here. Dark Magic is Saudi Arabia. 19 Rappy, 1.5 hour away from Disney. Ain't too bad. I don't doubt it. You probably contact the company. You're like, yeah, I just bought this. You want me to write you a review out? Give you a real good one. Um, I've written a few reviews on Amazon, like when products really have like amazed me. Because here's my thing with Amazon with tools and stuff. Some like like the main snake drain I bought, it was from China. It's this little cast iron thing, but it has 75 foot of 3/4 inch snake auger and all the heads and stuff. And the thing works. It saved me thousands of dollars. There's only one review on it, and it was some guy that's like, this thing doesn't work. The instructions are all in Chinese and blah, blah, blah. And I'd give it 0 stars if I could. Well, truth of the matter is, the guy's never ran a fucking snake in his life. And everything he thought was going to be easy, but it wasn't. So the operation of the machine's simple. It's just like any other snake. And there's a lot of reviews on Amazon that are like that because these guys buy them, these machines, think they're going to be easy to run, operate. The price is right, but they have no clue, and then they blame the company still. So operator error. That's what can I say? Probably 7 years ago, if I went on Amazon to buy a snake like that, I would have done the same thing. I wouldn't have wrote a bad review. I wouldn't have known how to operate it, but I do now. I've had that one for probably for 4 or 5 years now. No, 4 years. So it's worked great. Tour clock is Yelp is horrible. It's just Fabio. I don't know if are you talking to someone else or I don't know. Cedar Point, like that's a classic park. I actually have never been there. We have Kennywood here, and I know it's like half the park, but also they have some pretty decent rides, and there's not really any lines for them. My kids are younger, so that works. I might take them up to Cedar Point, though. I've never been there. But I wouldn't feel creepy going, even if your kids are growing up. I mean, there's like 50-year-olds that go to, Disney World every year. And they don't care. So, hell, man, if you just want to have a fun time, have a fun time. Junk from work. What's going on, brother? How is it up there in Canada land? There's this one comedian that was Kathleen Magladden or the Irish lady. I guess she's from Canada. I'll screw up the joke, but the joke's something like Canada's like your attic. You go up there and you kind of and then you start to realize what you have up there and you're like, oh, this is kind of cool, this is neat, and then you leave it for another 20 years or something like that. It was funny. Go check it out. It's Canada. What's going on, the backwoods mechanic? I'm doing that is true. Norm Macdonald, yeah, everyone. Dan Aykroyd, Martin Short, Rick Moranis, John Candy. I know there's a ton more. Norm Macdonald is my hero. I'm doing a tailgate pregame to the Tool Talk Saturday on BS Small Engines channel in 20 minutes with myself, Client Graphics, and Brandon from BS Small Engines. It's going to be a good time. Tool Talk Saturday. Yeah, Seth Rogen, he's a good feller, I got like he made a few funny movies, but kind of, yeah, But I also really like Adam Sandler, and he made a living off of like being a goof. So, what are you gonna do? Nice department manager. That'd be awesome. That'd be very good. Yeah, I mean, you know what, Junk from Work, if you're still here, I don't know if you are, but the Canadians, they have a dark humor, right? And that's kind of how that place makes you, I guess. Yeah, the old days of SNL, man. I love them. Farley, Spade, Sandler, Chris Rock. You know, like even like Chris Kattan, Will Ferrell, Will Forte. Uh, there's why am I not Farley, Sandler? Who else? Spade. There's a ton of people, but Samurai Chef. I mean, get a little crazy. Tina Fey and Amy Poehler were funny. Phil Hartman, yes, he was my. I really liked Phil Hartman. He was the glue. Um, yeah, I watched his document, or I guess it came out pretty recently, May last year. Man, and his kids grew up not fucked up. They're normal kids, but he was a talent, man. Yeah, Chris Farley, even like the music that was on there in the, Pearl Jam and Nirvana, and actually I don't know if Nirvana was on there, probably not. But Alice in Chains and bands like that. That's not all those guys. All those guys are dead. Soundgarden. I just downloaded like a ton of Alice in Chains the other day on my phone because I don't have any. I'm like, I just want to, fucking jam to some. Even like Metallica. I know a lot of people don't like it, but the Black Album with Enter Sandman and Unforgiven and all that, dude, those songs just like something else. I don't know. I love music. I wish we could share it on here legally. Um, yes, Sepultura. I had an X Games CD with I think it was Ratamaha or something like that. Yeah, I love that song, man. Nice. All right, Nirvana was on there twice. I probably saw them, but I was young, younger when they played on there. I remember seeing Green Day when Dookie came out. I think it was Dookie or whatever. Yeah. Tool. Tool's a good band. Mike's Tool Shed. Yeah, rocking the Bullets hat, man. I gotta get running. No way, man. Fabia, that's so cool. I wish I could keep this rocking, but if you guys want to keep this rocking, go over to, if someone can link his channel, BS Small Engines channel. Pool Talk Saturday with Brandon, Client Graphics, and myself in 15 minutes. So I would like you guys to all hop over there in 15 minutes. I'll give you some time to go take a pee, go grab a beer or chips or whatever you want, Dr. Pepper, coffee, a tea, whatever you want. Grab it and join us tonight. I appreciate you guys showing up. We learned a lot about one another tonight, so I appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys in a few. Thank you.